What's good, people? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, so Dave Allen versus Lucas Browne next weekend at the O2 Arena. It will headline as well. There was this back and forth whether it was going to be Dave Allen headlining or Derek Chisora headlining. It will be Dave Allen, which I think makes sense. I don't think Chisora versus, what's the guy's name again? Gashi? Is it Gashi? I don't think that should headline any event, if I'm honest with you. So I'm happy that it is Dave Allen versus Lucas Browne. Who wins this fight? Like, really, who wins this fight? I mean, if you had to put a gun to my head, I would probably pick Dave Allen. Not with any confidence, but I would pick Dave Allen. He's the fresher of the two. I think he's always seems to be in a last chance saloon, but I think this is probably his last chance to really impress and really to crack that top 15. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. He left a tweet along the lines of, if he beats Lucas Browne, he's now a top 15 heavyweight. I completely disagree with that, but we'll talk about that anyways. So again, gun to my head, I would pick Dave Allen, but not with too much confidence. I've heard this kind of chatter from Dave Allen before in terms of, you know, I'm on this, I'm serious, I'm ready, and then the performances haven't been great, right? And say what you want about Lucas Browne, he is stepping up a bit in terms of the level of opponents he's fought recently, removing Yoka from that, the French fighter. The rest have been kind of, I think Lucas Browne's above the rest of them, right? Obviously, he had the fight against Dillian Whyte and Luis Ortiz. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the other level. So he is stepping up a little bit. So I don't know how good he is once he takes that next step up. I mean, every time he's done that next step up, he has lost. So it would be interesting. Whereas for Lucas Browne, you know, I just, for some reason, for Lucas Browne, I just vividly remember the Dillian Whyte knockout. And that's what stays with me for some reason, which isn't fair. I mean, his resume isn't that bad. I mean, there is a Shagayev victory on that resume. There are other good names on that resume as well in terms of fringe sort of European level fighters, and he has won those. But I just have that image of him being knocked out, and I can't get it out of my head. So for me, that image just makes me feel like he's done, right? There's nothing left. I just hope that he comes in better shape, because even before the knockout, when he took his robe off, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is embarrassing for a professional boxer at this level, which at the time, him fighting Dillian Whyte was fringe world level. He shouldn't look like that. So fingers crossed he's in better shape and he's got enough gas in the tank to go more than 5 or 6 rounds. And he's going to need that against Dave Allen. Dave Allen looks like he's in very, very good shape. But that was Dillian Whyte. And that was a very, very good Dillian Whyte. That wasn't the same Dillian Whyte Dave Allen fought. So let's not do the comparison. That was a very, very good Dillian Whyte. So he got knocked out by a guy that I think was approaching top 10 status in heavyweight boxing. I mean, it's not that bad, right? Dave Allen's no Dillian Whyte. And that's probably the way he's looking at it right now. Like, I'm fighting you, you're no Dillian Whyte. I mean, and he's not. So this is an interesting matchup. It's an interesting matchup. Again, gun to the head, Dave Allen. Proven, even though it was, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, Lucas Browne, right? He hasn't done anything for a while, Lucas Browne. I mean, he's been inactive. He's had that drug issue that came after the Chagayev fight. But I think Eddie Hearn kind of said it rightly, that if Dave Allen's not on his A game in terms of bringing the best Dave Allen that we can bring, then he will get knocked out. I mean, Lucas Browne can punch. Like, don't confuse that with anything. Lucas Browne can hit. The good thing about that, though, is that Dave Allen looks like he can take a punch. So, I mean, it could be a good little scrap, this one, for as long as it lasts. Let's talk about Dave Allen saying that if he does beat, and he said this on his Twitter page, former world champion. I'm not having that, not having that. He's not a former world champion, Lucas Browne. That regular belt doesn't count against Shagayev. But he said if he does beat Lucas Browne, he then becomes, or is a top 15 heavyweight. You're not. You're not. I mean, I will respect you for getting the Lucas Browne victory, because I think it's a good trajectory, right? Lucas Browne, then possibly, I don't know who else after, someone in the top 30 maybe. He's talking about Derek Chisora. That's not going to happen. Chisora's not going to fight Dave Allen at this stage of his career. But I respect you, but beating Lucas Browne doesn't make you a top 15 heavyweight. It makes you a top 30, maybe top 40. And this is not being a cock. This is me being serious, by the way. There's one division I do know, it's heavyweight boxing. And there are fucking good heavyweights out there that don't even get a mention that would destroy Dave Allen. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but it's true. There are very good heavyweights out there that don't get a mention. So it doesn't make him top 15. What it does do is that it puts him 2 or 3 fights away from fighting someone within the top 15. That's what it does. But top 15, absolutely not. But look, I like Dave Allen. I think he's a character. I think boxing doesn't have many characters. I mean, he has joked about maybe going to the WWE after. Who knows, right? He might be able to do something. But I like him. He is a character. Fingers crossed, he's all tuned in. So physically, he looks on point. He actually looks small for a heavyweight, by the way. There is that video on IFL TV with him and Lucas Browne next to each other. And he is small. He's very small for a heavyweight. But fingers crossed, he's tuned in mentally. Physically, already ticks all the boxes. Mentally is where I think he lacks sometimes. But good luck to him. I hope he does get the victory. I'd hate Lucas Browne to come over and knock out Dave Allen. I would. I hope Dave Allen gets the victory. And again, I hope that then sets him up for a fight against someone in the top 25, and then eventually start making your way down to where you never know. He could get a shot. He could get a shot against someone. But what do you guys think? Who wins this fight? Dave Allen, Lucas Browne, and predictions. Knockouts, rounds, what? I'm going for Dave Allen. 10. Is this a 12-round fight? If it's a 12-round fight, well, I've not even checked it is, but if it's a 12-round fight, I'm going Dave Allen 10. Or Lucas Browne 2. Lucas Browne just to clean him out. But I'm going Dave Allen 10, which I think is more realistic. Let me know what you think. Peace.